episode is officially sponsored by Shine Paper. Shine Papers is an all real, all natural, 24 karat gold rolling paper. Also comes with a certificate of authenticity for it too. I struggle with that word. Also, don't forget about your official grill leaves, all natural, hand selected, hand cut leaf, straight from Colombia itself, my friend. So fresh, so pure, so clean, squeaky clean. You hear me? Follow at official grill leaf on Instagram. Follow at Shine Papers on Instagram. Also, don't forget about our $20 Spotify playlist right here at Direct Access Radio. Wake that ass up, submit your $20, we put your single in our playlist, and guess what? You like, dang, that's $20. Broke niggas, stop thinking broke. Get your $20, put it in, get your royalties from Being My ASCAP Song Trust. Oh, you didn't know about Being My Song Trust? I had to go get your royalties, and you lacking on knowledge? Come to Direct Access Management. Let Angel, let Miss Glenn, and let your boy Golden go ahead and get you right. Shout out OG Wooby. You heard?
We are back with a live exclusive interview, baby. So who we got? Introduce yourself.
Everybody, my name is Taylor Frucel. I am a serial entrepreneur from the DMV area. I am here in Atlanta to expand and to brand you guys. What's up? What's up?
What's the IG?
So the IG is I am Taylor Frucel, and Frucel is spelled Frucel. Hey.
Yes, sir, skate.
Yes.
So boom. I just had to pin that real quick in my little.
Pin it.
Y'all go follow that. Like right now. Like
Pin it.
5 seconds ago.
2 seconds.
8 seconds ago now. 10
So,
seconds.
so like, I see you came in here with your A game on.
Thank you.
I'm admiring this outfit though. But just tell us something about your brand, like.
Okay, so I have multiple brands. I'm a serial entrepreneur. Okay, guys.
Bring that back. That baby said she got
I have multiple brands. I am a serial entrepreneur, but let's start off with Frucel Fashions, because Frucel Fashions is my baby, you guys. Frucel Fashions. Frucel actually stands for famous, remarkable, unique, comfortable, enriching luxury fashion. And with that, I style celebrities. I do consulting and branding for boutiques. So if you have a boutique, I can help you guys get all the looks that you need, all the styles you need, even come up with a promotion and a branding plan for your boutique. All you guys have to do is just tell me what you want and you get it done. With the celebrities, I work with Snoop Dogg, I work with Cardi, I've worked with Bone Thugs and Harmony, I've worked on BET movie sets. I was styling for the BET her movie called Ain't Really Ever After, and I also featured in that movie, which was really good. And I just love fashion. I do fashion shows, the whole thing with Frucel Fashions, and that page is actually in the bio of I am Taylor Frucel, but you can find it single by itself at Frucel Fashions, which is FRUCEL Fashions, and you can get to see a lot of my work. I made things out of like postcards, made things with lights. I mean, I've been on the news. That fashion business has really been extensive for me, and I was only in it 1 year. But that's where it all comes back to branding. As long as you guys have a strong brand and you know where you need to be and who you need to connect with, that's what it's all about. Your faith and just having that brand set, and you make it happen. So that's what that story is for me. Because when I got into fashion, you guys, I was one of those people that I call myself big time, right? I have these little ideas and I pour into them big time. I have this fashion brand, I'm going to style celebrities, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Without even actually knowing how to do it, I just start to connect and collaborate with others, and it happens. But I also do health and wellness, which is why I'm so fit, you guys. I am a part of a company called Total Life Changes, where you're able to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Y'all heard of Coach Stormy?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, so that's my coach in that business. And our passion is really just helping other entrepreneurs figure out what it is they want to do and connect that with the business. So for me, that's fashion, that's fitness, and now Forex. I've added the stock market. I've added the stock market, you guys, because financial freedom and financial literacy is everything. I mean, nowadays, I don't know if y'all paying attention. You go into stores, you can't use your cash. You go into stores, they don't have any form of change for you. They're like, we're accepting exact change of card. Do you know why that is? That's because our dollar is depreciating.
Oh my God.
We are going into a season of digital currency. digital currency, you guys. So that's crypto, that's Bitcoin, Ethereum. But the fact that it can be traded on the stock market and you can make a daily return has just woken up another beast in me. Okay, I mean, I am all here for it. So my mission statement is to help 1,000 entrepreneurs and non-entrepreneurs be independent business owners through faith, finance, and leadership coaching. So I am actually just here to help other people connect that passion with their purpose and make some income, baby. It's like one thing, you show up, you look good, you motivate people, you empower. But where's the follow-up, sis or bro? How can I make some money? You know, how can I get out of this apartment and go into a multi-million-dollar house? How can I get out of my Buick and hop in the Benz, right? So that's what I'm all about. Helping other people connect their passion and their purpose. Forget what I do. How can I help you?
Chairwoman on the way.
Period.
Chairwoman 10 on the way. Chairwoman loading. You don't know what we're talking about though, because you're not in Forex. Oh, you out the club, so get in the club. I'll let her know. ASAP. Y'all, she can have y'all. She can have y'all. I'm gonna let her have y'all. Yeah. So can you please get in more detail with that though? Like,
And which one?
With the whole running out of money, because some people be coming up in here talking about how like, yo, the value of the dollar is gonna be shit one day. So like,
so for me, I found this out through just really seeing how the systems were changing. Okay, seeing how the dollar was less needed in the community now. Like during, of course, it was before quarantine. I knew the importance of having good credit. Having good credit is very important, and I knew the importance of having credit cards. But until quarantine happened, and they were telling us how we had to start paying for everything with cash, I didn't never think of it. It didn't register to me. Even though Bitcoin has been around for a long time, I actually own half of Bitcoin. I couldn't put the whole 10 in right away. So I put in 5,000 and owned half of Bitcoin. I knew Bitcoin was popping. I knew a lot about it because I had mentors who were making multiple 7 figures with crypto. But it just didn't dawn on me until the quarantine. Like, I don't know who else is not seeing it. I mean, it's obvious. You're going out and you cannot use your cash. What does that mean, you guys? That means that our dollar is depreciating. And that is very bad for a lot of people who don't have credit cards. This is bad for a lot of people who aren't in a digital currency space. And if we want to be honest, you guys, that's our African American community. So if, without the lack of education or that I like to say that, what do you call that, intuition that something is going to change, or even just a group of people, like-minded people, to talk about the different changes, they're lost. So for me, it was just the signs. The signs showed it. You can tell things are changing. And somebody said, if you're not 5 steps ahead, you're 10 steps behind. And I refuse for that to happen to me or my people. So with the Forex thing, I actually am in an academy where we are helping people to be able to learn the ins and outs of Forex, to be able to learn how to trade on the stock market, to understand the signals, to understand the candlesticks. So now, you guys, I say somebody can give you money all day. I can give you 10 million right now, and you never knew how to get that 10 million. So when you lose it, you're not going to be able to get it again. Once you get the education on how to make the 10 million, you'll always be able to make it over and over again, even if you lose it. So the education part in Forex, I feel like, is what people lack. The education in the stock market and trades is what people lack. Even Bitcoin, I knew about it, but I didn't know what to do. You get where I'm coming from? So we got to start educating our people so that they can just have an option. I always tell you, you don't have to sign up with me. You don't have to join my industry. I don't have to consult or brand for your business. But me giving you free game and free knowledge, you gotta take that. You gotta take that. You gotta look up Forex. You gotta take that. You gotta follow my Instagram. You gotta take that, and you gotta say, you know what? Let me see if this young lady knows what she's talking about. I like you to doubt me, because when you doubt me, it makes you start looking for that education on what I'm speaking about. And once you find that education, you on your way. You on your way to 6 figures. You on your way to 6 figures. I'm telling you.
Zoom.
So you most definitely, like I told them before, and everyone knows this, if you don't know this, it takes, on average, a millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Yep.
So I know that you have multiple.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you at that 7?
I'm not at that 7 yet, but I'm at 4 streams of income from home. And the other 5th one is I have to be active and out. So for me, the 4 streams, one of the streams of income actually pays me 5 ways. I like that one. So I guess you can kind of say yes at the 7, but not yet. I like to say 5. And I like to say 5 because the fashion business, I do consulting and branding, and I have my own fashion line, so that's 2 streams in that fashion business. But then you have the coaching and the branding, which I help others start their own businesses in faith, fitness, and in Forex. You get what I'm saying? So that's another stream of income. And so it's really hard to say. I do have money coming in from different places, but it's not a set 7 streams yet. It's not a set 7.
Okay.
I can't wait to get to the
You need
set 7.
that lock 7.
That lock 7.
That I'm working on 8, 9, and 10 now.
You working on 8, 9, and 10?
No, I'm saying like.
Oh,
you get
yeah,
those
exactly.
7. So that way, you know, you got 7 already locked in. Now you can go focus on.
But the important thing is this though, y'all. We on these phones every single day. We on social media. We taking photos. We on Snapchat. We on live. We always in this phone. This thing should be making money for us. This phone, y'all gotta turn y'all phone into an ATM. I'm telling you, that is to be able to lay on the beach, do whatever, don't leave your house after Corona and just be safe and making money from your phone. That is the way to go. So I always say, even if you got a job, pick up an income from your phone because you could be right at that office and your phone could be cha-ching,
Or set your stop losses and TPs before you walk out in the morning. You good and just.
And it doesn't just have to be Forex because Forex can take a lot for people. So e-commerce. That right there, being able to drop ship your products.
I've tried drop shipping. It was a little too. I couldn't get into it just based off of like I'm not all that tech savvy, so having to build a store kind of on the website. That was my because I'm like nah,
Shopify.
It was still too like
technical.
But I didn't have a laptop at the time though. So
I was trying to
maneuver on the phone, so it probably wasn't the best.
Yeah, and I recommend too for e-commerce wellness. And the only reason I recommend wellness because during COVID, my health and wellness business skyrocketed. My fashion business went down. Nobody was buying clothes. Nobody was going out. We were in the house. But they needed vitamins. They needed to lose weight. Everybody started eating them quarantine snacks and gained that extra 10, 15 pounds. So the wellness business was making me $15,000 a month extra retail, you guys. $15,000 a month extra retail. That's just drop shipping. I didn't leave the house. They clicked the link in the bio. They went to the website. They ordered the product, and the company shipped the product directly to them, sent them a confirmation, and paid me.
You just played the link.
You make so much money being a middleman. They always be talking about the middleman, boy. But you make so much money being a middleman. And that was one of those times where I realized, I honestly was sitting here. I had my first job at Howard University this year, 2020, as a consultant for the college. They have an event space there, so I would consult and do their events. Man, I was excited. I'm like, this rolling here. Next thing you know, boom, coronavirus, COVID-19. This and that. Just put a quarantine, lockdown. They just shut us all down. So for me to have that stream of income from my phone, I didn't panic. I didn't go figuring out how I'm going to get a stimulus check. I didn't go figuring out if I can get money from Donald Trump's ass. I got in my phone and I pushed my business. And by default, with us being in wellness, it was what everybody was looking for. And then people were also looking to start a home-based business. So it led me to helping more entrepreneurs start a home-based business. It was actually, I say, God's grace for me in COVID to have this business on my phone. Because I didn't have to do nothing. In my fashion, y'all, I could have cried. I actually probably still gonna cry at the end of the year when we look at how much Frucel Fashions has made collectively in 2020. Mm-hmm. But the wellness business, that digital currency, even the stock market. The stock market played a little game, remember? Everything started dropping, people pulled out, they would sleep. Why would you pull out? And then everything shot back up.
Because it's some powers that be above.
But that's why you gotta be plugged in.
This is what we doing, this how we moving, but people that really know them charts, like, they cap it.
Yeah. So it was awakening. It was a rude awakening for some people. I really feel sorry for the moms who had to do the homeschooling during that time because I saw my hairstylist trying to homeschool her child and it was very hard. to homeschool her child, to be able to work and everything, for them taking away education, them taking away church. Man, that kind of hit me hard. You know, and I was on live a lot trying to talk to the people and pour into them affirmations and everything. I'm really heavy on affirmations and just speak life into the people, because I realized we were at a state of oppression. I don't care. That government check can come in for a little while for some people, like a couple months. And we were at a state of oppression, and who could we call? Who could we reach out to? What could we do if all we had was the same job we've been working for years and we ain't know about another stream of income? So that's why my mission is to really encourage, inspire, impact, and help other people.
Right. So how long have you been in fashion?
I've been in fashion for 2 years. Well, I started my first fashion business years ago, but Frucel Fashion is 2 years. 2 years for Frucel Fashion.
It's straight out of DMV, or?
It's a global brand, but yes, it's registered in the DMV.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So that's where you were born and raised?
I was born and raised in Bowie, Maryland. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I have a friend, one of my SEs that's out there in Baltimore.
Okay.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her, Baltimore. I love Baltimore.
Yes. But most definitely, so what is it, how is it that you can, what is it something that you can, if you was to go into a high school, and for those that's graduating or getting ready to graduate during this time, what is something that you could actually, what's motivational to you that you could pass on to them, that'll give them that extra push to let them know, like, you know, where you came from to where you are now?
I would say God first.
Mm-hmm.
I would say God first, because when you accept the Lord as your Father, when you say, I accept you in my life, I'm ready to work with you, I'm ready to partner you, I'm ready to be guided by you, He's going to open doors by default. He's going to open doors. People are going to start coming to you, ideas are going to start coming to your mind. You're going to start speaking outside of yourself, and it's going to be powerful. So I say God first, but you have to connect that passion with that purpose and pray through the process, because it's tough. I don't care if you got $1, I don't care if you got $1 million. It's tough, but you got to learn how to cope with some things. And for me, praying through the process and knowing that my purpose, I'm fulfilling my purpose, is what keeps me. So I tell anybody getting out of school or going to the next phase of your life, what is your passion? Mm-hmm. What is your purpose? How can you connect it to it? And another thing I like to say, simple, win formula. What is important now? If you focus on that win formula, what is important now, then you'll know where you're going. You'll know the steps that you're going to take. You won't be lost. See, we get caught up in the social media. I feel for people coming out of high school, middle school right now, because they looking at our, no disrespect to anybody, but they're looking at our Meg Thee Stallions, they're looking at our Cardi B, they're looking at our WAP, which means wealth assets. All right, let me just tell you that. That's what that really means. But that's what we looking at. You know, wealth assets, and for me, progression. You know, but that's what we're looking at. So they can be blindsided if they don't know their passion or their purpose. If they don't know what it is they're supposed to be doing, the world can take them young people. So I say passion and purpose first. And you got to connect it with God. You got to connect it with God. Whoever you preach to, guess what? It's all the Holy Spirit. It's all the universe. So people got to connect it with that. Once they do that, they'll be fine. I really believe that they cannot be blindsided once they connect their passion and purpose.
Okay. So, question. You know, a lot of us have our likes and our dislikes about certain things, you know, when it comes down to the industry that we're in, especially as entrepreneurs. So what is the dislike what's your dislike as far as being an entrepreneur?
So for the fashion business, when we styling celebrities, and I'm a woman, the fact that the celebrities try to sleep with you. They want you to sleep with them for them to wear your clothing. I don't like that. That bothers me. Bad. And I was actually hearing a popular artist, she's blowing up right now, say the other day, why that producer want to work with me? She said, because I know how the industry is, and I'm not willing to sleep with somebody for a record. So that is one issue with the industry of fashion, or dealing with celebrities, or that whole industry right there is very corrupt, because they try to use you and manipulate you for your talents. But I overstand. Now, with the network marketing industry, or being able to help people start their businesses, what I don't like the clicks. I don't like the groups. I don't like the you're not accepted because you don't have this. you can't sit with us because you're not this way, because we got to accept people how they are. Everybody starts low. Everything that was big was once small. So we have to accept people where they are and pull them up. So the network marketing industry, I don't like that. I don't like that people get these titles and they feel like they can reach out to other people. And I also don't like that when you're trying to help somebody or pull somebody up, they always want to know what you're doing, how you eating, what you getting out of it, if I'm here to help you and give you some encouragement and some knowledge, take it. Because that don't always happen. So that's about the network marketing industry. Those are my two pet peeves about my industry that blow me. But I understand because I'm connected to my passion and my purpose. So if I didn't have that, it'd probably be an issue. I'd probably be ready to throw down with some people. I'd probably be ready to leave some deals on the table. But again, I understand. And that's an option to overstand. Yes, ma'am.
What's your so do you have a dream project?
Yes, Tyler Perry Studios. I want to be a stylist for his movies. I want to work with him, and it is going to happen. So yeah, that was one of my main goals of coming down here. Even if I was on that BET movie with Terry Vaughn, and it was amazing. But I want to be in Atlanta on the scene on Tyler Perry Studios set, working with some of my favorite celebrities and styling for movies and reality shows. That's my thing. And it's going to happen. I ain't playing. I'm coming to Atlanta. I'm coming.
Let's get it.
I'm coming.
Y'all heard it.
So, last question.
Yes.
The industry that you was just talking about, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it sinister?
It's very. I have a young lady that's coming here next week. She's a very popular singer, started off in a church, but was selling right now. So she would have to convert to a whole new style of music, even our R&B. I mean, R&B has always had a sexual side, to it, but it's kind of crazy right now. I actually used to be an exotic dancer, believe it or not. So for me to be so far away and detached away from what I see right now, this has only been 2.5 years since I have been not dancing. For me, I feel like, how they say the devil has his hand on the music.
Yes.
God gave him that, that power over the orchestra.
That's what I'm trying to tell people.
It plays a part in a lot of craziness that's going on. But that's why I say stay prayed up, because some of your favorite artists that you might see that's doing what they're doing for the industry, believe they've prayed up and they might be severely attached to God. See, God accepts us all how we are. He accepts us all how. He already knows what we're going to do. He already knows our downfall. So just because we see an artist projecting something, Cardi, that does not mean that they are not highly connected to the higher power and they're not connected to God. That doesn't mean that they don't have conversations with God on a daily. God, forgive me for my sins. God, He's the most forgiving person ever. So even though that music industry is sinister, people always find a way back to Him. Snoop Dogg did it. Did you ever see his play?
He did a whole
the
gospel album. It was like right before or after that whole spiritual journey he had in Jamaica and stuff like that.
And not even that, the play was deep. So the first day I met Snoop Dogg, it's called the Redemption of a Dog.
Ooh.
In that play, your man comes, he's like this devil. He comes to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was doing encouraging empowerment music before. That was his first project, was empowering music. He came in and he said, I'm going to offer you the clothes, the house, the car, the this, the that, the this, the that. And this is what I'm going to give you. Snoop Dogg did the whole role play of his life. And Tamar Braxton was the angel. Tamar Braxton said, if you could, because at the end, I think he was about to die or his people was about to die. Something happened in Snoop Dogg's real life. Everybody said that the play is real. I think he was at the club and he was about to shoot somebody or something. And Tamar comes to him.
For murder?
Right, so that might have been it. Tamar comes to him and said, if you can take this back or change some things in your life, what would it be? So the play rewinds and he stops. He didn't go with Suge Knight. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. And his life was different. So they all, believe it or not, they all come back to God.
For these conspiracy theorists who believe these people are prayed up. A lot of them are prayed up.
But they say
but to different energies or what different rituals may people take part in.
Listen, he said, I'm many names. I don't forget what my father said. He said, I'm many names. So I don't get into the religion, the Catholic, the Jewish. He's many names. You call it what you want. David, he gonna come as long as the power's there. You get where I'm coming from? He gonna come. He gonna show up. You gotta be connected. You gotta be connected to the Holy Spirit. You gotta be connected to the universe. The things you ask for, good or bad, they're gonna come. The energy you ask for, good or bad, is gonna come. Period. It doesn't even matter. If you wake up and you be like, damn, today's gonna be shitty. Oh my gosh, I saw this traffic. Why is there so much traffic? I can't. It's gonna come. But if you just sit in the traffic and you relax, things are gonna be easier.
Yeah, but I would encourage the thought of it. It's not a literal statement of I told you. It's more of see.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, I'm like, but I thought we agreed on that.
That's really what it's about, y'all. I'm telling you, it's some things that happened at BET movie. Since we gonna get into God, I love God, so I'm gonna talk about him all day. That BET movie, the Holy Spirit spoke to me that night. He said, "Be still." And I woke up. I said, "What in the heck? Who was just talking to me?" I said, "Who just said something to me? Like, is somebody in here?" Holy Spirit said, "Be still." I got a phone call. "Hey, I need you to come down to this movie set. Bring everything you got." I said, "Huh?" Like, bring all my fashion. Because the person was a stylist. I go on the movie set, bring my fashion, I give him a couple clothes, he takes it back there. He's like, "I want you to get extra." I'm like, "Extra? I don't even act." I did acting when I was younger. I'm like, okay, whatever. Don't even know who the movie is, right? Don't know it's BT, Terry Vaughn, none of that. As I'm being an extra for this movie, Terry Vaughn walks up to me. She says, "Sis, I'm going to give you a name. I'm going to give you a role. I'm going to do all of that." So if I would have been like, "Oh, let me get backstage. Wait, these my clothes. Let me see who you putting it on. Oh, let me try to be controlling of everything,"
You was humble. Yeah.
I would have never got my place. And then people were being rude to me on set because I look very nice and everything. People were being rude to me. I'm not even that kind of person. I don't care what I look like. I'm nice to everybody. I'm the same way to the broke to the rich. I don't care. Anybody can come. I'm not like that. But people see me as the persona. So they were being very, very rude to me, very mean to me. But my father said, "Be still." And stillness got me a role. Stillness got me on a movie. Stillness got me a place, a stage, a platform. So sometimes we gotta accept that first. We gotta know. We gotta accept God, and this gonna happen. I'm like, man, I don't know where I would be right now 2 years ago. You see what happened with dancers? All the dancers during the COVID, they had to go to OnlyFans, and that's soft, you know, like it's.
Yeah, sometimes hardcore.
Yeah, so that was my option. That was my option. You get where I'm coming from? That's any young girls' options. And I refuse to let that happen. That's why I asked to be on platforms and get stages so that people can just see everything that's not that glitters and gold. Sometimes it's those very things that don't glitter that is going to take you to go. And sometimes people don't realize it's the smallest things. It's the smallest servitude. It's the smallest energies. It's the smallest things that's going to turn into something big. It's not what we see that's big. That ain't it. That always started somewhere. You ready to put that work in? Some people ain't ready to put that work in.
I'm ready to put that work in.
Oh, that's good. You gotta be ready to put that work in. Once you're ready, you connect that passion with that purpose, baby.
I got my purpose.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Our purpose, most of our purpose is like what y'all doing right now. This is amazing. This is your purpose. You are waking people up with news. You're waking people up with information. You're waking people up with good energy. You waking that ass up, boy.
I like it.
You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's a purpose right there. Because some people wake up like, I can't wait to see who wake that ass up talking about today. What news did I miss that I might have, you know what I'm saying? So this is really purpose. This is really purpose. Now, is the passion there? There you go. What you worried about? You helping people. You serving. This is serving.
Oh.
This is serving.
I'm overthinking.
Anytime you open that mouth and you talking to people, that's serving. That is the highest form of serving what you guys are doing here at this radio station. So y'all blessings is going to overflow and doors going to open because y'all serving first. So that's amazing. Y'all know see I'm straight.
You receive.
I'm nodding my head.
She like, hell yeah, I'm receiving. So I already know.
Right?
You like, that's why I get up every morning.
This ain't nothing but confirmation, baby. This ain't nothing but everything she's speaking right now ain't nothing but confirmation. Every reason why I'm sitting here listening, taking
DJ!
That's it. You just take heed and you listen to it. That's why you sitting there, I just nod my head and I just be listening. Because you take heed. And all that she's saying is confirmation. That's it.
Yes.
I ain't got to agree on nothing like that because it's alright. It's already done. Like this, I seen this and I seen this. I heard this. I seen this. So me listening to her saying it, like when you said be serving and you know you got to work, you wanted to work. Shoot, Whoopi broke that on his stories. That's why I went back to his store and reread what he said. He said, you want to work, you got to work for it. You want hard work, work for it. You serve, this is what we want, this is our platform. So I'm sitting here like, everything that I read, this what you're saying is confirmation. That reason why I'm just nodding my head and taking heed for it. That's why I just, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all are awesome. Y'all doing y'all thing. It's amazing.
I'm just saying.
I thank you guys for even allowing me to do this platform.
I got chills. No, I thank you. And I think it was the reason why things happened the way it did happen. Because I think we supposed to came in before.
Yes, ma'am.
And we rescheduled, so it happened. Everything happened for a reason.
I believe so.
Yeah, so it probably wasn't that time was meant for you to come in right then and there. So today was the time for you to come in because you actually taught us about your fashion. You did your testimony. You also spoke words into us as well, especially you spoke words that our boss CEO, our big brother, been speaking to us over us, as well as our radio station and us personally. And now hearing it from someone else coming in that you didn't even know nothing about us, that actually speak the same exact thing that he was speaking about us. Wow. So it's like, damn, that's confirmation. Like, okay, well, he said all the time, but actually, you know how people say, I can tell you do something 1,000 times, but if you hear for somebody else, dang, it's like you just, so when we listen, he said the same exact thing, then you turn around and say the same thing, then you write, it's like this confirmation, like it's a wheel though, so it's like, bro, wake that ass up. Like, we need to wake that ass up. Doing what we need to do.
I feel like we done woke everybody up this Monday.
Yes. And it's Monday. This is the perfect day.
This is motivational Monday.
Yes.
If you ain't take nothing from this interview, I don't know what to tell you. That I feel like strongly, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Like, cause I know you she was in a panic almost. Like, it seemed like you was in a panic. Boy, I was like, dang, I don't know what to do. Okay, let me reschedule you.
Right,
but it was just like, I'm grateful that you was not one of those ones that you were patient.
Yes, ma'am.
And I admire that about your spirit. Even when I met you at the Misfit Turn Vocal, you was very humble when I met you.
And show.
And you was to the teeth, baby.
Thank you.
You came
Show the green. You had a green, right? Green with green hair. I saw that when I first started coming out.
That was amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Y'all put that together. That artist studio was nice. The vibe was nice. The food was
was
good. I'm like,
all that
oh,
Sausage pasta.
right. It was good.
That pasta. Tell you about that pasta one more time.
It was dang.
So anytime y'all have this event, I'm more than welcome to support, more than willing to support because I like that style. That was a nice vibe. Y'all gotta come to their events. They got an event. Y'all better show up. I'm telling you,
Friday, wake that ass up live. This Friday.
Oh yeah, we have a
September
live
18th.
show this Friday.
Okay. So I need to come.
Yes.
And my girls are gonna be here. So
Oh, bring them on.
Bring my girl that sings
And
and
it's like grown and sexy.
Cigar. It's a cigar.
We might have, we might do a little something, bring her little music. We might even like to sing some, do a little acapella, and a little. Yeah, no, we might can do a little something.
I mean, hey, September 18th, we just gonna find out, I guess. Yeah, you better be there. She gotta
You
come.
coming? You already know this dress down. It's like an adult thing, dress down, look nice. I mean, bring it, baby. Well, you. We know.
And I would love to start y'all with some events with me for sure.
Of course, come on with it, girl. We have everything.
Pull up in a brand new whip, that's a brand new coupe.